What is up, everybody? We're going to be back at it again with practicing some music, some of my arrangements, even my newest one that I have. So I was out the past couple of weeks just because I was sick. So if my voice sounds a little bit raspy tonight, I'm sorry. Just coming off of having that whatever it was that got me sick, kind of affected my voice a little bit. Oh man, my goodness. That song is pretty brutal. Alright, we'll come back. We'll come back around to that one. Let's kind of go through some of the other songs. How does the audio sound? Does it sound like loud enough, or does it need to be bumped up a little bit? Welcome in. Thanks for checking out the stream. Hey, what's up, guy? Bird up. Whew. My goodness. Hey, what's up, Bird? Thanks for checking it out. And yeah, I'm just gonna be running through a bunch of my arrangements and um, just kind of practicing those. Kind of missed the past couple of weeks. I was out sick. My if you could tell in my voice kind of sounds really raspy right now. So whatever I had messed up my voice the past couple of weeks. So I'm not really sick anymore. I'm just trying to, I guess, recovering from it. So, but yeah, thanks for checking it out, and we're just gonna keep on running through the songs. How does the volume sound? Does it sound all right? Oh, hey, Dirk. How's it going? Derek. Yeah, I know you. Smidge louder? Cool. Does that sound better? Let's see. I bust out my song list because I don't think I memorized the other ones. So the next song that I'm going to be doing is, what is after this one? Oh, I think it's the Piranha Plant Lullaby. Hey, what's up, Snuggy? I saw you've been streaming a lot more lately. That's pretty cool. I caught a couple of them. Where is Fourscore? There we go. Yeah, the next song I'm going to be playing is the Piranha Plants. Whew. Oh yeah, that was my phone. My bad. Yeah, I've been trying to play a lot more with my dynamics because I found that I would play not really monotone, but I didn't really have like a lot of character with like my play style, and it has to do with like my right hand, honestly. So I never really took the time to actually like get that dialed in. So now I'm trying to like play around with kind of accenting more things, so like making it more like, I guess, classically. You know, that's how the classical players play. But it's kind of hard on the faster songs. I mean, like so my recent arrangement, which was which is the Athletic from Super Mario Land 2. That one is kind of hard to kind of accent. I don't know. I'm trying to play around with how to do those on the fast ones. So it goes like, I'll just play that one instead. last part, I'm trying to figure out if I should just do it like really abrupt, where it's like how my video is. But I want to kind of like do it more. But I don't know. I'm kind of like playing with that. That song is freaking gnarly. That was like killing my hand like halfway through it. But the one thing that I guess that's like my hardest song that I've made so far. And the fact that I'm able to kind of keep my stamina a little bit, focusing like on the first half. Like the first half doesn't really bother me too much, where yeah, like that part, it's not really that hard. It's just the next part, because there's a lot of bars, and that is like ridiculous. Like right there, I'm barring, but I'm trying to like play with not putting so much tension there, because whenever I get nervous, like or performing wise, like I just put a lot of tension on my finger. So I'm trying to like figure out how to like relax a little bit, because you don't really need to put a lot of pressure. It's just like right here, like I'm hardly putting anything on it. So I need to like kind of channel that while I'm playing. Yeah. How's that the Ashford coming along? Have you practiced it a little bit more? All right, let's jump into some Adventure Time. I'll play it. Yeah, it should become. Yeah, I'll play here in like 2 more songs. All right, let's start over. I've been trying to. I made a little couple edits to this song because I noticed that some of the chords in here kind of sounded like meh. I think it was the first chord. I didn't really like how it sounded, so I'm having to like retrain my hand to like play it differently, like there. All right. it's almost like music now. Oh, that's good. Yeah. How long have you been playing? I don't think I've ever asked you that. All right. So this one is for you, Birdie. It's a Ashford music box. Oh, that chord. That one always bugs me. Well, let me tune up real quick. Oh, nice. That's good. Do you play steel string or do you play classical too? Or because I noticed you had a steel string. Oh, nice. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I like to alternate between. Like, I don't play just classical. I play steel. I play electric and classical. But like right now, I'm kind of like on my classical fix, and then eventually I'll get to the point where I like want to do like steel string, and I'll play steel string for a while. New people just jumping in, welcome in. Thanks for checking out the stream. Just practicing some tunes here and kind of playing whatever. We might end up doing some arranging in a little while. I actually have been working on a couple of new songs that I've been wanting to do. So maybe we could jump into those. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. You have some questions about it? Oh, no problem. Let me know when you have when you want to shoot me those questions. Alright, let's go. We're gonna do some Kingdom Hearts. Let's do some Silent Forest. Oh, wait, let me get my pedal. There we go. For not having played that one for a while, I feel like that one came out pretty decent. Let's do my favorite one. So this one is going to be from Claire Upski, Expedition 33. New people, just welcome in. We're just practicing some music here, so if you have any questions, just let me know, or if you just want to chat with me, I don't care. All right. There, that's what it is. That was decent. Let's go through that chorus again. Where's that? Okay, cool. Man, that stretches. Ah, there it is. So awkward. All right. Ooh, let's do that one. We'll come around to this song again. All right, this is the Ultimate Bowser song. Well, Ultimate Koopa. From Super Mario 64. Oh, that chord's so awkward. Oh no. Still need to get that down a little bit better. Alright, let's do this next one from Sonic. Pretty sure it's going to be a little bit butchered. I haven't practiced this one at all in the past couple of weeks, so we'll see how it goes. So this is the Emerald Hill Zone from Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Thanks, Bert. Appreciate it. Yeah, the show's in June. So now it's like 3 months away. I'm gonna have to like start aggressively practicing these songs. I was kind of focused on getting my my recent arrangement out, the Super Mario Land one, and so my focus was all there, and I kind of lacked in like practicing my show set. But now it's gonna change. goodness. Hey, what's up, man? Chat test. With little time in between, that's wild. Oh, yeah, I mean, I'm trying to trying to get this set ready for whenever I perform in June. Gonna be performing at a convention, so uh oh, hey, what's up, man? I was like, I wasn't sure who it was, but how you doing, man? Yeah. So one of the things I'm trying to practice on is, I mean, well, obviously this song that I'm working on right now, I haven't really been focusing on it in the past, like, I don't know, it's been a while. But I'm trying to like really take into consideration like the pressure that I'm using on a lot of the songs, because for the most part, the set doesn't, like the first half of the set doesn't give me like a lot of problems. It's just the second half where I start using a lot more bar chords, so like my stress starts building up. But I find that just kind of putting like very light pressure, it's just enough to get by and to like at least hear the note. So I'm like really trying to focus on getting there, so I'm not like aggressively like trying to break my neck. Same mic for shows. The same mic for shows. Actually, this will be my first show. I don't know how it's gonna go. Yeah, I mean, that's what I was asking Sam. I was like, should I? Because I have an electric. I have my cutaway, the one I had before this one, and that one is actually electric, plug into the system and everything. But I don't know how it works. Like if someone has their own mics that they can bring that and tap into their system, I'll have to figure out like how that even works. Because if that's the case, then I can kind of see it should be relatively quiet in that hall that I'm gonna be playing in. So I don't think it'll be an issue, but it'd probably be worth sound checking. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I mean, I'm gonna need my other guitar for like one of the songs that I do, because it goes into like a register over here that I can't reach. I haven't gotten used to like reaching it over here. So yeah, I'm gonna end up taking it anyways. And then plus, if a string breaks, I'm gonna restring before the show. But like if something mishap goes on and I need to be prepared. My goodness. Oh yeah, this one. Oops. Hmm. Ugh. Yeah, this is that song that throws me off on this guitar. Pseudo bar. Yeah. Yeah. I wish I had my other guitar on me right now. I guess I'm getting better at it with like the coming up here. Hey, what's up, Jovi? is definitely the worst one out of the bunch. I need to really focus on that one a little bit more. I think that was the last one. Yeah. I don't know if I should throw in my newest arrangement to like replace one of the songs or add it in the Super Mario Land one. So I'm gonna be playing. I'm playing. Let's see, a total of. Let's see, 3, 4, 5, 3. About 10 songs. And I think that equals to about like 35-ish minutes. So that's gonna be from my Super Mario Bros. Athletic, my Castle theme, Piranha Plant Lullaby, basically all the ones that I just played, ran through. Yeah, I'm sure I'll have that one down. I don't know. I might throw that one into the lineup. It would have to go last though. Probably just be like the one to end it. Whew. There's no way I can keep freaking going on after that being like early on in the set. Oops. That was a good run, though. You know what Sam would say. Yeah, yeah, definitely a lot of tension going on there. I mean, obviously during the show, like I'm just gonna push through it. I mean, there's probably gonna what I'm learning is, I mean, the song's not gonna be perfect. Like, there's no way I can play perfectly like I recorded it. So, I mean, I can do the best to make it come out as well as that, but um the parts like if I feel like let's see how to word it. Like if I mean, I would love to be perfect, but like just kind of like breezing past it. And I mean, because there's very little, like, nobody's gonna really acknowledge like all the mess ups or even realize that there is something going on there, unless I, show that I'm like, like how I just take my hand off and do that. But obviously that kind of stuff. But I'm starting to get better at it, where I don't let it bother me as much. Because I'm like almost like a perfectionist. Like I like to freaking have my stuff down like as much as I can. But yeah, nobody knows unless you stop. Yeah, for sure. So like on those fast parts, I'm just gonna kind of just breeze through it and like, it is what it is. Like when Sam did his because I asked him on his Price is Right song, like if he feels like a lot of tension in there, he was like, oh yeah. And then so I asked him how he deals with it, and basically kind of just tries to, like, I don't know, it's like not the form, well yeah, his form, he just doesn't put a lot of pressure there, and like I guess that's how he alleviates like a lot of the stress building up. And that friggin' song is nuts. Oh my god. There's definitely mid-performance relaxation. Oh yeah. So one of the things that I've been trying to play with too is like taking breathers in the middle of songs, like as I'm playing. So like if I'm playing a soft song, and usually like my soft songs don't really give me a lot of tension, but like if there is a point where I start feeling like tension, like I'll start to do like to like give me some space to like get to the next part. My recordings get embarrassing when I listen to myself breathe out of tension. Yeah. Yeah, I know it's hard. But like I feel it, like I feel like the tension building up. So like I kind of know what I need to do, because whenever it's just the way that I'm gripping. Like it's not really like my form or anything here. My right hand doesn't really feel any issues, but it's just I'm just clamping too hard, and I just need to like lighten up. Yeah, if I can do that and channel like that feeling, I think I'll be good. But one thing, man, I was kind of really bummed that because I had been practicing this like athletic song from Super Mario Land, my recent arrangement, for like a good chunk of time, and I felt like I had it really down. And then when we had our stage time and I brought it to there and it didn't come out like how I wanted it to, I was all like, fuck. Like it was really annoying. But I mean, what I took out of it was it's good that that happened because now I can acknowledge like how that would feel like playing it in front of like a bigger audience, you know? Because I feel like that nervousness and tension really affecting the playing, so I need to know how to deal with it. I don't know. Maybe I should have a couple shots before I go up and play on stage. Just kind of get in that mode. Your second time through on this. Yeah. Because I was like, well, and that's kind of what we talked about the last time. It was like the first time we play, it's always like the hardest because it's like the first performance or the first song that you're doing, and then the second time around, it's better because you already kind of got out, you shook off a little bit of that initial tension, and then I was all pissed off in my head. I was like, God damn it, you know. So like I channeled into the playing, kind of stuck it out that way. It sucks because the first time is way closer to the performance. Yeah. Thanks, man. That means a lot. I appreciate it. Oh, I saw dude, I haven't been on school in a while, dude. Like I've been sick this past couple of weeks. And so like I've been really, I don't know, been kind of out of it. But I just jumped in today and I saw y'all were talking about theory. It was you and Jacob Mills, right? I didn't get to watch the whole video, but I kind of jumped. I was reading it. We've been naughty. Dude, if y'all talking theory, man, I'll be there. I saw that Jacob was talking about jazz stuff, and then you brought up your approach on it, and that's what I need to like learn. Is I mean, not really like heavy theory, but like at least chaining stuff together. Because in my head, like I have my certain way of how I look at things. Everything kind of looks like patterns to me and blocks. So like when I'm playing, but curious to see how y'all tackle it. An intro course. Yeah, that's cool, man. need to learn theory too. It's not fun, but it's a step to get more fun with the guitar. I don't know, like I'm kind of on the fence about it. Like, so like I feel like because Sam's very anti theory. I feel like every time I bring it up, he always kind of like bashes it. But I don't know his reasonings behind it. But like my reasonings, like how I'm not bashing it, but like the way I feel towards theory is so for the longest time. Well, I still think about it this way. It's like there are musicians like on one spectrum where like they're very theory heavy, and that's kind of like how they learn their stuff is through theory. So it's a bunch of principles and stuff like steps that they have to follow to make sure that the music follows what the theory is that they learned. But so they're kind of in a box, right? And this is like very like loosely put together, right? Like they're in a box and they know how to play within that box. And then you got like people who like me, like I love to improvise. I love to improvise and like use my imagination to kind of like chain stuff together. But it can be difficult if you don't really, I guess, uh learn the flow of like how theory can teach you to do things. But I don't know, does that make sense? I feel like that doesn't make sense. On the tension topic, I'll say I found something interesting to release it. I'll like buff in my head, releases tension for sim. Oh yeah, no, yeah, I get that. That's kind of like what I was saying in the last time whenever I was playing in stage time and we started talking about stuff and how I think it was on that topic. It was like how do you get yourself to distract yourself from really like focusing on the music and so that's kind of like what I do. Like it's except I don't think I bob my head. I kind of just like I feel the music like I just get into it at certain points. Like it's like I don't know, like you're letting go of like just thinking about stuff and you're just letting your muscle memory take over and you're just kind of like in it. That's the best way I can put it. Don't tell Sam I told you this, but our last arranging sesh, it was just me and him. And I showed him theory for this. Oh, oh, that's naughty. Yeah, man, that's why I show up with the beer when I show up the shit. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, dude, do I have to freaking like take a shot before I play or something or what? I think I tried that at one point because I used to play open mic nights where I would sing cover songs and stuff, acoustic, playing steel string, and I think I made the mistake. So I have, dude, like I have fucking ADD, right? And like I don't think that was a good idea because when I took the shots, and so like it's already hard for me to like memorize lyrics and multitask at some things. And so when I was on stage and I took shots and I actually I fucking forgot the lyrics to what I was playing. I didn't even drink a lot. I just had one shot. So I learned my lesson that way. I'm like, okay, maybe shots maybe not be the best thing there. That would make sense. Yeah, because I mean, well, I mean, even when you're drinking, like, doesn't that dehydrate you, and so that gives you more prone to like cramping and stuff. I mean, maybe if I was like in a like a cover band just playing with the chords, like that would probably be like no problem there. But like if you're doing all this crazy stuff, but I don't know. Jimi Hendrix used to always be high playing, so that's probably counter to what I'm saying right now. More than theory, I guess I need to improve my finger independence. Physically, everything I'm doing is bad, but I'm trying to put myself down to play better. Yeah. I play so bad after I just need to get myself to not think whenever I'm like get so caught up in my head a lot of the times. So like if I when I'm playing, like obviously like if I mess up, I'm like, oh my god, I fucking messed up in my head, and then I think about that, I'm like, god damn it, like, and I get stuck on that. Like I don't like move on from it. Like I let that bother me for just that period, and then it ends up affecting like the stuff that's coming up. So I've gotten better at it. I've kind of that's why I was saying like earlier, like just kind of yeah, it's all about rocking out some music. Yeah. Um, so just kind of like pushing past it. If you fuck up, you fuck up. Like I'm still trying to tell that in my head. I'm like, all right, you fucked up. It's whatever. And just like keep going, keep going, keep going. Just trying to psych myself out, man. Trying to. Oh no, did I forget that one? Oh yeah, this I think that was like one of the first songs that I ever remember learned in high school. No, no, no. The first one was Romance. Let's see if I remember it all. Oh, cool. Still remember it. Losing yourself while playing the guitar feels magical. Like, dude, no kidding. Like that is like one of the best feelings in the world. Like whenever you're just so lost in the music and you just feel nothing but the music. Man, like that is Talk about like dopamine chases and shit. Like that is like the best feeling to me, honestly. That's facts, man. Sometimes it feels like runner's high. Yeah. Especially like when you're like that's why I like playing with groups of people, like improvising. Improvising is like where I feel that the most. It's like when someone's playing like a chord, doing like just doing that and just kind of just like kind of soloing over it, dude. Like that's just amazing. I need to get me like a looper pedal. Oh no, I suck at improvising, especially when I'm with others. You know what? I I was the same way at one point where I was just like I would get so I don't know if it was shy of the right word, but I was just getting nervous in front of other people. So like it's kind of like I still do this to this day, but like when I go to Guitar Center, right? Like or you go to a music shop and it's so weird because I mean I get it, like the guitars are different, but like when you play a guitar that's similar to the one that you have, and like when you're actually there at a shop trying to like play your stuff, like it always comes out crap. At least for me it does. And I'm like, I'm a lot better than this. I don't know what's going on right now, but I think it's just like a little hesitancy with like wanting to like fully express yourself. Um but so when improvising I used to be like that, and then the group of people that I actually met, they were real encouraging to be like, who cares? Like just do whatever you can, and then we're just gonna play what we can play, you know. So that kind of got me out of out of that little state to kind of feel a little bit nervous about it, and helped a lot with my improv. Yo, today I was working on a new concept, which is to not look at the fretboard and all, just doing blues on B flat. Just myself, no shapes or scales. It hurt a lot to do, but I felt really in tune with the rhythm, unlike I've ever been. So when you're talking about, hold on, where did I see that? Blues and B flat. So you're talking about like, oh wait, that's not B flat. Is it? Yeah, that's B flat, right? A sharp, B flat. Yeah. Yeah, I try to break out of the box too. Like, so I start off there, and so like if we were to play like the chord progression, I'd be like, okay, if it's blues, so I know where to be to start, and then I kind of just, oh, does this make sense to you? So like with the blues scale, I think specifically the blues scale, there's like a reverse to it. So you have like the, oh wait, or I guess let's just do pentatonic. It's easier, pentatonic. But then there's actually the so it's almost like a reverse. I don't really think of the notes on the frets as notes, more like numbers. Yeah, that's interesting. That's I was trying to think if that's how I compare myself sometimes whenever I do stuff. Minor C pentatonics in the mode of B flat. Oh. Yeah. See, like that kind of that's the part where I need to like learn the language is like I know what pentatonics are, and I just don't know. So the modes, like you're talking about, like because when I hear mode, I think of like the Aeolian, the Phrygian, and all that stuff, right? But I think one of the biggest takeaways or the starting point of theory that I ingrained in my head was the circle of fifths. That way I could understand like the keys and all that stuff. It's just doing B flat pentatonic starting with C minor. B flat. And then C minor, so we're talking about it's one of my favorites to play, or was one of my favorites to play until I forgot some of the pieces of it. What was that? You ever do this, like whenever you're like playing fast makes you remember the song, but if you play slow, you can't remember it for shit. Let me see if I can do it. I might have actually forgotten that piece. What the fuck? Oh, pure muscle memory. Yeah, that's probably what it was. Is I like just didn't really focus on the slow parts and. Yeah, totally. God damn it, that was a good song too. I'm not even attempting anymore. I can still play some songs on piano that I learned when I was 14, but I can't play you Happy Birthday. So Moon, are you more heavy on the, like, did you go to school for music, or you just kind of learn this on your own? Oh, right on. That's awesome. I studied theory for fun around 2016 18 before having a full-time instrument though. Did bass and drums in college for a small band. So I've always had music in my belt. Nice. So let's see. I started music whenever I think I was like 8, where so a neighbor, one of my neighbors, had a classical guitar, and so we would always hang out and talk about music and stuff. And so I was always in love with music. Like I would listen to it all the time. And so, but he had the guitar, and then I got interested. And I was like, oh, I want to learn how to play. You know, being a little kid, and then he tried showing me like all the Raschiatos. I knew it was a lot at first, but like because I saw him do it, he was doing like the whole. I think those were like the first. So he would do that kind of stuff, and I was like, "Oh, that's fucking badass." And so then he kind of taught me. He was like, "Yeah, just hold the guitar like this, and then kind of like fan out your fingers." And I kind of just mimicked him basically. And then from there, I didn't get my first guitar until I was like 14, I think. And I got an electric guitar, and it was a Fender Squire, one of those beginner guitars. And so I ended up teaching myself at 14, like just songs. I would be like learning like Ozzy Osbourne or Black Sabbath and like Kiss songs and like, oldies. And then until I got to high school, that's when I actually took classical guitar, and then I kind of just took it off from there. And then but I wasn't always like in deep with like classical. I had like this weird period where I was like anti-classical, and maybe because my teacher was a dick, but like I kind of gravitated towards like I was in metal bands and I was always playing lead guitar in something. Like I was you know basically that guy. So I would play electric for the longest time, and then after that kind of phase went out, and it was just like me and one of my other buddies. We started picking up acoustic steel string, and then started like doing open mic nights, and then actually going downtown here and where I live, and just singing cover songs out in the middle of the night and stuff, and then learning how to build my voice, and then from there it just kind of you know happened, and uh, up until now, it's a mix of everything. Yeah, singing is a lot different for sure. The same kind of principles like with performing live, but it's just your dexterity is at play with that, and so yeah, I my exposure for playing. That's a lie. That's a lie. I shouldn't say. Because like actually, whenever I was in high school, I went to UIL, which is like a competition for music, and so I was in the I forgot how they called it, but oh, state. So state was the higher one, and then the local one was like the way to get to state, right? And so I was able to go like all my 4 years of high school. So I should be used to this already, like performing in front of people, but for some reason I still deal with it. But yeah, that's like my backstory. It's just I've been playing for shit. How long has it been? So it's like if I count like let's say if I started like when I was 8, so I've been playing for more than like 20 years for sure. I'm 35 now. So what is that? I can't math. What is it? Is that 27? Is that 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. I don't know. That's whatever. Yeah, it's crazy. But I've been playing for a long time, and a lot of those years, it's not like consistent play. Like, I mean, there were periods where I actually just didn't really focus on it too much, and I kind of just did other things. But I kind of made it to a habit where, like, in the recent, I think it was like about maybe 20, because I graduated in 2009. So, like, in 2015, I kind of told myself, I was like, let me at least just play a guitar once a day, like, touch a guitar. Like, touch a guitar, it doesn't even matter if I'm just like doing like as long as I actually just touch a guitar every day, then I'll be fine. That way I don't let it be like a phase and just be like forget about the instrument, and even though I don't think that would have ever been the case, but yeah, like I'm more of a lead player, so like I love to like play solos and like do all that kind of stuff, and so that's why I like improvising so much. I like to do all that kind of stuff. But yeah, the itch, dude, like the itch with the arranging caught my attention whenever so I was introduced to Super Guitar Bros by a friend of mine, and ever since then, like I've always loved their music. I mean, I was like, oh, this is cool. People are covering like video game music. And then when I saw Sam come out with like his advertisement for his course, I missed the first year, so I was like, I was like, I feel like I don't need to be in it, and I'm kind of good right now. And so then, but then I kicked myself in the ass because I was like, man, I should have freaking joined because like I think there was only a limited amount of slots. And then the following year, he announced that he was going to be taking more students. I was like, this is my chance. I was like, let me go ahead and get in this. And yeah, so that's kind of like where it started. Like I just was so I'm glad I actually joined it. He just did a post. Oh, a YouTube post. Yeah. But yeah, that was always one of my things that I wanted to learn was like to build my ear, and then I guess it just stemmed to like whenever I first learned guitar, like I would learn stuff by ear, right? And then this kind of like really further progressed me in that way. And like I never in my whole life like ever thought I would be an arranger, you know, like being able to arrange my own music. And I already have like shit, dude, like it's crazy. Like I never thought I would be at this point. It's kind of wild how things work out, right? Like it's like the diligent ones of like coming out with arrangements and stuff. This damn G string. Yeah, you know, the way I view it is like and this is a question I've been asking myself too, like just being fully transparent, right, and real. Um I've been trying to figure out like what is it what that I'm trying to do with like this music stuff, and like where do I want this to head, cuz so I got kids, right? And so I have very limited amount of time that I have to like do with my like my own time, right? And so music has always been something that I love, and like I always wanted to I always told myself that one day I'll do something with music. I don't know what that something is, and uh but as I'm like doing all these videos, and now we're in the recording studio came fast, and videos, and now we're in your chat. Yeah. Yeah, dude, I appreciate y'all, by the way, for hanging out and talking with me. Like I love this kind of stuff. I love talking to people. um but yeah, like I've been asking myself like, okay, so I got this show coming up, like what do I expect after this? Like am I gonna try and go for more shows, and like what's how is this realistically gonna play out? And some days like I feel like I second guess myself, like is this what I really want to do? Like not not necessarily the guitar as an instrument, but like the performing my arrangements and being an arranger per se, because I would love to come up with my own originals, and not just classically wise, but like making electric music, and being able to like how I said earlier, like I love to improvise, being able to make music where it's just it could be instrumental or it could be someone with a singer, but I mean I would just focus on me just making instrumental music where it's like nice melodic kind of feely music and stuff. So but I'm like kind of juggling with what I really want. It's crazy. I don't know if that makes sense, but I guess we'll see. I just keep telling myself like just stop worrying about it. I mean, because again, like I think way too much than I should. But just kind of keep doing what I'm doing, and something will eventually click to where I'm like, yeah, that's what I want to do, or whatever. Given the backstory, I think you had to perform as a start, which is crazy, but it makes sense. Yeah. 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 Because like with other things, I always find myself in so when I do other I would say, yeah, this is a hobby, but I'm like turning into something more. But shit, I'll join that, dude. I love, hell yeah, tear it up. Oh, what was I gonna say? Shit. Totally relatable. I'm in the course for experience only. That hey, that's no problem. I mean, hey, you're getting whatever benefit you get out of the course. That's shoot, that's awesome. I do have a question on how you define success. Ooh, that's a good question. That's a good question. And learn, of course. And I mean, I have toward no plans to work towards guitar wise. Oh, um, so I guess success means a little bit differently to a lot of people, but for me, so the way I operate, like, and this kind of stems into the whole like you thinking of me as diligent, right? Like, so like like how I explain, like I only have a limited amount of time to do something, and I got to make whatever I'm doing work, right, or worth my time because I don't want to be like wasting time doing something that I don't enjoy. Um, so whatever that is, like I just kind of like focus on that, and then give me the like I make little mini goals, like mini split goals, and so I mean there could be like the overarching goal, like oh, like I want to be able to my so what drives me my biggest goal if I had to name one is like I want to inspire people and I want to like share like my music with people and hope that people would enjoy it and that's my biggest thing, like I love to inspire people and like teach people and uh bring that like joyness to people because like the way I view music whenever I listen to like a really good band like that I get sucked into, like that feeling that we talked about earlier where you just get so lost in the music that it just like hits you at the core of your like soul. Yeah, like that is like if I think in like how other people view music, because people are tend to steer towards like oh the lyrics of this band are like really relatable so they stick to like that, and then for me like I'm more of an instrumental guy, and so like I stick to like melodies and how the composition of music sounds, so uh like I want to be able to give that feeling off to people who listen to my music and then hope to inspire them to do like more because like I where I've come from, like I've my me myself, like I've been fortunate enough to have opportunities coming along the way, but those opportunities weren't just like luck, it was because I made stuff happen out of them. And so to show that people can do anything, and especially this is like for my kids too, it's like when they grow up, they can be I can show them like, hey, you can do anything you want to do. And as long as you like stick to it and like really full force it, then it'll come. But to answer your question for success, it's that's the big goal is, but if I had to make little success criteria along the way, it would be like, okay, so like right now my let's just say my right hand is lacking in like fingernails and stuff, which that's something I'm still struggling with. So let's make a goal out of let's so every day when I pick up the guitar, like I'm kind of like going like this because Sam taught me like a how to like strike the strings, right? So I'll pick up the guitar without even playing like notes up here. It's like to get the feel. And so I do that just so I can keep understanding like how that feels. And then whenever I start playing, start kind of like putting that there. So once I get to the point where I get feedback from like I guess Sam or saying that, oh man, like your fingers or your right hand's starting to sound really good, then that would be like success for me. But aside from that, like I have goals for like one arrangement a month. And this is where it comes into my grinding into putting out so many arrangements. So every month, like I have a quota for myself, an internal quota, and um, so that's kind of like what I stick to. It's like okay, so at the beginning of the month, I got to pick a song, and then by the end of the month, get it done. And that's how I was able to do last year, like all the songs every month. And I think I skipped January. I kind of missed January and put it out February. So I just told myself I was like, it's whatever. But because January was a pretty busy month. But but yeah, that's kind of like how I do it. And then if I don't meet it by the end of the month, I'm like stressed out. I'm like, fuck, I didn't abide by what I was going by. So then I kind of like grind it even further to make sure I can get the song out. So I know that I kind of rambled on a little bit, but that's kind of how I operate. I try to create little mini goals for myself and then try to achieve those in a respectable time, and then that'll be like success criteria for me. Yeah, I mean, and that end goal like is never ending too. It's like uh my my wife gets mad at me sometimes when I say whenever I like move from things to things to things. It's like you're never satisfied with just doing one thing or whatever. And it's like I can't, like there's no way I can be satisfied and feel comfortable, like cuz the moment that I'm like not doing anything, I feel like I need to do something. And it's not just because I'm bored or anything. It's just like I feel like to keep myself busy and like in everything, like I need to like keep give myself purpose. I feel like I don't have a sense of purpose whenever I'm not doing anything. And yeah, so even with that big end goal where it's like, yes, like I ultimately want to provide like that emotion and that inspiration to everybody. Like that's like a never ending thing. So like there's no way I can be like, oh yes, I put out music and people love that music and then that's it. Because then people are gonna want more. But then that's not the reason I'm gonna do it. It's like the reason I'm gonna keep doing more music is just because I love making music. So it's like even though I reach some sort of light at the end of the tunnel, I'm gonna kind of like extend it for myself and like keep going to other things and keep going and then until I die. That's how it's gonna be. So it's like I'm gonna keep going to my grave like that. And that's what makes me happy, is just like gives me purpose. With that, I could confidently say you're overthinking this. Is this what I really want to do? I'm telling you, man, like I sometimes I like beat myself up mentally inside. I'm like, why am I the way that I am? But uh today I bought my first classical guitar. Oh, that's awesome. What kind did you get? And welcome to the rabbit hole. Yamaha C40M. What is that? Let's look that up. Yamaha. Oh, nice. I wonder if that's the same one that my... Oh, no, it's not. That looks like a guitar. It looks like a good guitar. I don't think I've ever played a Yamaha. Have I? That's probably a lie. I probably at some point did. Well, that's awesome. Are you, what are you learning at the moment? Searching for guitar lessons for beginners. You have any suggestions? Yeah, what you got genre interests? Wow, oh, thank you. I appreciate that, man. I think Romanza might be the beginner classical guitar. So, oh, Romance might be the yeah, I would say. The first song was Twilight by Kotaro Oshio. What is that? I never heard that one. I'll have to make note of that. Sounds pretty. It's not about vampires, I promise. It's about werewolves. Gotcha. Thanks. Did the dynamics sound pretty decent? Sweet. Later, Moon. Thanks for sticking around, man. I appreciate it. Probably do another one next week. I don't know. You're cute asleep. Nice. Yeah, I'll try to get on this weekend again, but I trying to get on a better cadence of every week. But yeah, man, take care and good night, dude. I mean, warmed up. Thanks by the way, but I don't know. Actually, I'm just kind of like fucking around with the songs. I feel like my right hand's starting to kind of lack a little bit, but I guess I guess I'm kind of warmed up. Trying to like emulate like how I'm gonna like perform on stage in here, and trying to like not get so psyched out with myself. So I'm gonna play two more songs, and then I'm gonna head out because it's already getting pretty late. But and I need to wake up early tomorrow. Sounds like you get in your own head a bit. I definitely do. I wonder if that's a trait most musicians share, and it's just all but weird. Oh, I appreciate that, man. Yeah. Honestly, I think it's I've heard a lot of musicians. I've gotten a I've talked to quite a bit of musicians and heard interviews too, and there's a lot of compare similarities with the whole fact that when you're on stage, like even though like they look like they're not stressing out, like on the inside they are still nervous and stuff. And I think it's just like a I think it's more of like a human thing. It's not just like tied to musicians. It's because I also listen to like comedian podcasts too. Um, well, yeah. So I listen to this comedian podcast, and so like when they talk about having to go on stage and perform, like they feel nervous as hell when they first get out there. And so I think it's just a matter of throwing yourself out in front of people and or playing in front of people, or it's the whole performing thing that really naturally invites like that nervousness and that like fight or flight. Like you're potentially putting yourself in a fight or flight state, right? And so you're obviously you're fighting to stay there, so like your body's going to be like really tense and stuff. But the more you do it, like how Sam has said, is you keep doing it, and then eventually it's going to become like second nature for you. And it's kind of like much like anything you do, right? Like if you uh like if you have a career, I'm sure at first, like, well, everybody has a career, but like when they first thought of picking what they wanted to do, I'm sure it was very stressful because there's a lot of things out there, and like trying to figure out what you are good at. And then but the more you do it, the more comfortable and confident you get, and then it's like it all comes together. It's the same thing with music. It's just you don't have that much exposure because like that's why like I do these the live streams, because I can throw myself out and like expose myself to people, even though it's not like physically in, they're not physically here. But I don't have um well, if you don't mind sharing, what do you uh Where I was gonna ask like, because it's pretty late for you, right? I think you do you live in the US? Because I know one of the other guys in our course, his name's Eves, and then from France, and so like his time slots is always kind of different than ours. I think it's like on the upside down. Oh, right on. Well, what are your passions, man? Like, do you have any like if you had to pick like something that you enjoy doing or like you would love doing, like what is that? that question often, but I just can't come up with an answer. I mean, I like doing art stuff, music, drawing, reading. I can't get paid doing that really, but that's what I've always done. And whether connected or not, I have, whether connected or not, I have terrible jobs. Honestly, I'm just waiting for my kids to become grown, and then I'm going to change my life a bit. All right, on. I mean, yeah, I can see how tough it is, but I mean, uh, so out of those things that you just gave me, like, so music, drawing, reading, and art, like, what do you gravitate towards the most? Like, do you like drawing and oops. Whew. Music is definitely my main. Nice. I went to school for it, but no job from that. That's on me. It's tough, man. Like with music, that's actually what I went to school for first. And this will answer your question of what field I work in. So when I got out of high school, I had all these scholarships for music, right? And to go to a really good music school. But then I had my mom. I was talking to my mom, and my mom actually made me convince me that I should go into another field because music was not going to produce money for me, right? Like be a good career. And so I thought about it. I'm like, I love music, but yeah, what would I do? Would I want to be a teacher? I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be a teacher. Like, so that kind of ruled out one of I mean, the pretty much the only option, right? I mean, uh, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna be in a band and I'm gonna go tour the world and stuff like that. But that's yeah. So then I ended up changing my field to computers, which I've always loved computers. I've done computers for the longest time, and so I started in school with that, and then I basically pivoted over to doing like networking for computers, and then got my degrees in that, and then kind of went up to my master's with cybersecurity. So now I work in cybersecurity. Yeah, it was a big journey, man. Like I actually dropped out of school midway through that program, and then was in a dead end job for like 5 years, and then I realized I was like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? And then I turned myself around and I went back to school and finished what I started. So it definitely didn't come with its challenges, but I mean, the what I've learned is like it's never too late to like do something that you really want to do, right? Even I mean, given that you do have, I mean, I know like you have kids, like I can relate. Like I have kids, so it's a lot harder now. Like if I were to try and do something right now in the midst of that, like if I wasn't enjoying this and tried to go pivot to something else, be pretty intense. But you could get the thing that I learned is like if you put your if you focus on that and then just take it one step at a time, like you'll get there. Like it just life's too short to do something that you're not happy with, right? And so might as well make the best use of it and try to make something happen out of what you love. Uh, and I love being in cybersecurity, right? Like so that's why I chose that field. So but music is also my other passion, and so that is I went with the fallback plan first, which because if I left cybersecurity and I went for music, then I know I can easily fall back on that other trade if I needed to. But I don't know. That's just how I think about it. Dude, I totally get that, man. That is like, man, like you hit that on the head, dude. Like, yeah, because that's how I treat myself too. It's like, you know, I want to be there for the kids as much as I can, like the times that I can do stuff is when they're asleep. So that's whenever I try to like do stuff there and um but I totally get it. Like it's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, cuz it's unfair like you don't want to take that time away from them, right? And knowing that they didn't you couldn't well they couldn't spend the time that they wanted with you, and then you couldn't spend the time that you wanted with them because you were doing what you wanted to do, right? But I mean, in some circumstances where it's needed, that's kind of like the sacrifice you have to make to get to a comfortable spot for whatever's best for your family, basically. But but yeah, I totally get that, man. Like it's a struggle every day too. Like there's very limited amount of time that you get to do stuff with them, and I mean, either they're at school, and then once they get home from school, they got to either do homework or and then have early bedtime. So it's like you have a very limited time window to do stuff with them, and you want to make sure that you're present for like most, for all of it. So I'm gonna play this last one. I think I'm gonna start ending my shows like this with this one with this song. But yeah, this will be the last one. I'm gonna head out because I gotta get up early. But I appreciate you hanging with me for the whole time, man. That's awesome. It was good talking with you too. All right. It's time for night night, everybody. So this is gonna be the last song, and it's gonna be Piranha Plant Lullaby. All right, everybody. That is it. And thanks for joining, and I will see y'all next time. Good night.